It shall be the policy of this nation to regard any nuclear missile launched from Cuba against any nation in the Western Hemisphere
an act of war
by the Soviet
Union, which will require an appropriate response from the United States.
Oh, you still remember that?
Oh, yeah. I was scared shitless.
It was very important. It was the first time in 20 years, you know, we went from the embargo.
During this Carter administration, we had this window of opportunity whereby cultural exchanges were encouraged.
If you send music, we'll send music. If you send bombs, we'll send bombs.
There's still a lot of animosity between Cuba and America.
The event was the 3-day jams, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of March 1979.
It was an American band and a Cuban band, an American band and a Cuban band.
Everybody was excited. It was such a beautiful, beautiful setting.
There was such camaraderie.
The musicianship was incredible.
No egos. Everybody knew they were doing something special.
Weather Report opened the whole show.
Ver en La Habana a Weather Report con Pastorius, Wayne Shorter, Peter Eskin y Joe Zawinul. Wow.
The set that the Fania played was not great.
Y la mitad del teatro yo creo que se paró y se fue.
CBS Jazz All-Stars played on the 2nd night of the tour.
We had the best jazz roster of any major label at the time.
The trio of doom was John McLaughlin, Tony Williams, and Jaco Pastorius.
That concert was pretty embarrassing.
We're playing, and we're looking at Jaco, and Jaco is like gone. He's playing, we don't know what.
I remember Joe and I in the audience, Joe was kind of like, oh man.
De Cuba, Irakere.
Irakere preparó un programa que era una combinación de música bailable y música de concierto.
Como esa banda, yo no he vuelto a escuchar nada, ni siquiera parecido.
Havana Jam was about Irakere.
Después que terminamos la presentación de Irakere, invitamos a varios músicos de la CBS.
The Cuban musicians were astounding.
We're talking Afro-Cuban rhythms that just make you want to go wild.
Stephen Stills wrote a song called Cuba Outland that he dedicated to the Cuban people.
I sang a tune called How Wrong Can You Be?
How wrong can one man be?
Was it bitter then?
Kris dedicated the song to some of his heroes and included Fidel Castro.
We were well received, I think.
Rita did Higher and Higher.
When I started singing Higher and Higher and the crowd started screaming, I mean, it was amazing.
Kris said, want you to do I Can Help, which thrilled me.
Billy Joel was the final act, and if I remember right, he had 2 pianos.
I go on stage and it's, yo no hablo español, and then right into Big Shot. The crowd goes nuts.
When you're playing to a different kind of audience, I saw Billy really going for it, you know, jumping on top of the piano.
People ask me all the time, what are some of the highlights in your career with Billy? And the number one thing I say first is Cuba.
The Billy Joel presentation, you know, was difficult to say the least.
My wife at the time, when she saw the cameras rolling and the taping of the music going on, she said, stop, and she pulled the plugs out.
There's absolutely no record of him being in Cuba.
Good night, Cuba. Don't take any shit from anybody.
Havana Jam was unique.
It was a chance to meet musicians we had never met, even in the States.
We did with music what you politicians couldn't do.
It was a festival, a true festival.
It's probably the most accomplished historical thing I've ever been a part of. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Cuba.